your brain is just full of all this flotsam and jetsam, and you're just trying to sort it out, and it's all sort of like crawling and creeping all over itself. Funny thing is, when I started doing this video, I thought I'm going to do a fun video where I'm going to show the fun side of myself to remind myself when I'm in that darker space that you do have to, especially if you're a negative self-talker like me, you do have to sometimes remind yourself, you know what, you're not all bad. You've done some good things in life. When I talk about myself, I've created some fun things. I've written some fantasy novels, which I really enjoy. If nobody else does, at least I do, but I've got some 5 stars on it, which is awesome. It's called The Storming Archives. I put a lot about myself in those stories. The main character, Delwyn, the first book was Delwyn of the Realms, and it's about a woman who is 30 years of age. She's been through a little bit, she's had a divorce, and she ended up in a psych ward because she has sleep disorders, hypnopompic and hypnagogic hallucinations. I have that. I did deal with it a lot more when I was younger. So the character has those traits. She also has the ability to astral travel. What happens anyway? She has a crisis and she gets sent off to her aunts in the country to recuperate. And while she's there, she discovers a mirror, which is actually a portal to the dream world. And what happens is she goes into the dream, because I love interpreting dreams too. I'm really into psychobabble. Anyway, she goes to this mirror and she meets the guide to the dream world. The dream world is known as One Soul. And One Soul, the guide is a half man, half seahorse character called Varun. And he is the guide to the dream world. So he helps Delwyn work through the dream world. And as she does, she's there in physicality anyway. It's explained in the book. But as she does, she has to learn about herself and integrate the self so that she can go on to become a portal stormer. And portal stormers are able to infiltrate realms that are normally thought of as immaterial. But the realm does include the earth, which is known as Aletheia. And then you have hell underneath, which is Nidar. And the only thing that's really real, if you want to think about it, is the earth, but the others are real just in mind. Anyway, so you've got the earth, which is Aletheia. You have hell, which is called Nadar. You have the 7 heavens right up the top, of course, which you've got to navigate your way through the 7 levels in order to get to the Godhead. But what happens is, anyway, I'm jumping ahead, but Delwyn has to navigate her own psyche to work her way through the dream world and finally integrate herself so that she can then go on to become a portal stormer. And portal stormers are needed because the realm, which is known as Kendanerum, is under threat because the founders coming back and decided it was a failed experiment. The whole galaxy, Kendanerum, is going to be destroyed, and that includes all these realms. Other worlds I have in the realm is like Aletheia, which is Earth, sorry, and then Alusol, which is the realm of hallucination. There's also Meditar, which is a realm of meditation and contemplative thought and that sort of thing, and minds from all over the multi-universes come to discuss and race minds together and everything. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because I created all these realms so that it'll be interesting to explore all the different things that are associated with things like mental health, hallucinations, meditation, the dark side of life. But there's also another realm called Arankaran, which is the animal heaven, and human souls aren't allowed to go to animal heaven. Only animal souls go there. What Delwyn has to do is not only in the first book, Delwyn of the Realms, where she learns that she's a portal stormer and she has to lead the other portal stormers in the multi-universes to stop Kendanerum from being destroyed. She meets other portal stormers that are all wacky characters. Every single character and a lot of the storylines or plots in the Storming Archives is based on either my own psyche and the stuff I'm dealing with, or other issues and things in the world I've noticed and take interest in, but also just for the fun. I love imagination, I love fantasy, I also love bizarro stuff because it it's a free space to be creative without trying to modify who you are just to please other people. Anyway, I'm waffling a lot. I wanted to explain about Delwyn because Delwyn is sort of like not my alter ego, but just the literary version of me. And I've included some bad traits too because, you know, we're all human, we're fully fleshed. Um, but she deals with all these issues, whether it be the sleep paralysis and the shifting, or the astral traveling, which I have done, and it's incredible. I'll talk about that in another video, but